Okay, arriving at South Bank. And just going to Boggo Road and getting a rail bus down to Robina. Brisbane bus lines at Boggo Road. And another bus that looks like Thompson's, I think, and they're doing the Beenleigh and Gold Coast services from this Boggo Road station. No, it's Brisbane bus lines actually. Brisbane bus lines doing at all stations to Beenleigh service. And there's a 104. It's going to Corinda Station. There's a metro heading course to the city and to the Royal Brisbane Hospital, and the place is swarming with buses. And this one is a limited stop to Beenleigh, rail replacement bus. Now, this is an express service actually, in a sense that we're going to go to 8 Mile Plains for those people who wish to go beyond. In other words, in my case I'm going to Robina, so we'll see how many buses and whatever's involved in this little operation, shall we say. So it all should be quite interesting. Commented in the past to many people. Anyone who's heard of the Shinkansen high-speed trains in Japan would know they've got a 15-car train every 5 to 10 minutes, travelling at 300 kilometres an hour plus, 7 days a week. So when do they do their maintenance? Well, I'll give you the answer: night time. And they could do the same here. They could do nighttime maintenance here, and it wouldn't disrupt people's travel patterns virtually at all. The interesting thing is we've come off the busway and now I don't know what they're going to do, to tell the truth. It's going to be an interesting little experiment, this idea of a trip down to Robina today. Here's we're beside a busway station here actually. Anyway, I'll take a couple of scenes along the way just to sort of illustrate what's going on. Oh, we're going back onto the busway. Wow. Dear oh dear. So here we go. This is interesting, to say the least. We're in the Stones Corner general area at the moment. So I'll be getting general buses as well as metros, I suppose, at some point along the way. So we're waiting at lights and we'll see what comes. There we go, look at that. That's one of the rail replacements. replacement services. Just a general line-up of buses at a pretty sharp angle there, but anyway. Just get a few scenes here and there. I can see a metro approaching. Be a bit of a sharp angle. There we go. Anyhow, this is an extremely busy busway. Front seat, so I couldn't have gone there and sat up there and had a look out the front, which would have been good. Anyhow, as I was saying, it looks like it's going to do an express to 8 Mile Plains, and then change buses for Ravenna. Stop, and of course the next stop is 8 Mile Plains. Okay, well, I'm looking for 770 now. I'm looking at, now the one behind it is Helensvale Limited stop 773. It's going to be interesting. I might be taking that on the way back. Plenty of buses and metros running around here. Lots of them, so it's going to be interesting. 773, as I said, to Helensvale. Now that'd be limited stop. In other words, it'd go to Beanley, and then limited stop to Helensvale. All stations, I should say, actually, in that case. Metro going by, testing, which really means driver training. And they're all lined up here, so I'm really got to keep a lookout for this 77, did you say 760 or whatever it was? I've got to keep an eye out. Anyway, City Rock 162. 12-acre coach, now 760, I think. Shed. You got to have your wits about you, as the saying goes, but this definitely got to have your wits about you. Okay, I'm on the 770, Route 770 to okay, departing 8 Mile Plains. I'm guessing we'll go all the way on the busway and onto the highway to Springwood first. Pretty limited stops, I understand, pretty much express. So we'll film it along the way and see what happens, as it were. Okay, well, of course, we're continuing express along this busway, and then I guess joining the M1, which is right beside us. Okay, well, because we're heading along the M1 towards Beansley. Well, we're passing by Beansley and non-stop, and yeah, they're on through. I'm not sure even where the first stop of this bus will be. Just have a look when we get there, in other words. Okay, we've left the M1 again at Nerang railway station, where I will get off this service. It's been excruciatingly slow. 110 kilometres an hour speed limit on the motorway. You might as well call it 10 kilometres an hour. It's just stuck in traffic all the way. Arrived at the railway station in Nerang. He's on his way to Varsity Lakes. And I'll be leaving the service obviously and heading off towards Broadbeach South now. Just getting this Beansley All Stations rail replacement bus is now leaving. And that will be the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching.